The economic freedom fighters will celebrate his 10th birthday on Saturday by hosting what it calls the Festival of the Poor at Johannesburg's FNB Stadium. It's grown from a political formation established by former ANC youth leaders Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu to being the country's third largest party. Despite some remarkable achievements since 2013, the journey hasn't been without its challenges for the party and its leadership. Our reporter Juniour Khumalo takes a look at some of the party's key milestones.
Just 8 months after its formation in 2013, the EFF, led by the rumble-rousing Julius Malema, contested the 2014 national elections. It surpassed all expectations in those polls, winning just over 6% of the national vote. This earned Malema, his deputy Floyd Shivambu, and 23 others seats in parliament and confirmed the EFF as a serious contender in South Africa's political landscape. The party owes its formation to one of the darkest moments in South Africa's post-apartheid era. On the 16th of August 2012, members of the South African Police Services were ordered to open fire on unarmed striking miners. When their guns fell silent, and the dust settled, 34 men had lost their lives at the hands of the democratic government. The massacre would go on to define the EFF's every move. This endeared them to the majority of South Africa's poor and marginalized communities. A matter Malema highlighted when the party returned to Marikana earlier this week.
The EFF is internally grateful to the mine workers because it is their sacrifice that gave birth to this economic emancipation movement. We owe our existence to their fearlessness and attitude of no retreat, which showed our nation that indeed the struggle for liberation had been betrayed. Comrades, the EFF will forever seek the wisdom and guidance of those who came before us, because without them, we are nothing.
That fight to be the voice of the voiceless was loudest in 2014 when the party's MPs, dressed in their red overalls, gumboots and hard hats, were at the forefront of the Pay Back the Money campaign against former President Jacob Zuma. The political pressure, which some dismissed as disruptive and gimmicky, translated to yet another impressive showing during the 2016 local government elections. The EFF garnered over 8% of the votes cast. The party was at it again in 2019 when it claimed over 10% of the votes during the national and provincial elections, increasing its seats in the National Assembly. This came despite the party's leaders, Julius Malema and Floyd Shivambu in particular, being embroiled in several controversies at the time, such as the VBS bank looting scandal and charges of assault. As the EFF celebrates its 10th birthday, it's also gearing up to compete in its third national elections. All eyes will be on the party to see if it will continue its trajectory of growing from strength to strength. Time will tell. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Juniour Khumalo in Johannesburg.